Thanks, Scott, for joining us today. So today we're talking about getting started with digital operations. So this begs the question, where do people get started with digital operations in the real world?
Right. Well, I think the first step is to really understand what we mean by digital operations before we get started. And the key element to that is understanding that the customer experience you create for your clients, your customers, that experience has to be mirrored by your operations. And in a world where we're rolling out digital experiences, we also have to think about rolling out digital operations, meaning operations that fully support that digital experience. So as we create a great customer experience, let's also create a great experience for our team, for our employees, for the people that do the hard work that results in those clients getting a great experience. And I think there are some key signs you look for as to whether that gap exists between your digital experience and your operations. The signs of trouble are, if you see a lot of overwork in your team, people working too many hours, if you see stress showing up in teams responsible for your client care or responsible for logistics, or even in places like accounting where they just can't get the information they need to properly invoice or pay out on invoices that come in. So I think those are all signs of not having enough automation, not having enough digital design, if you will, going into those digital operations.
So one thing that I've read is that you could get started in that customer support site. So looking at what customers are saying back to you really feeds a feel of where that digital operations is hurting. Is that a good point to start?
Absolutely. I think when you look at client feedback or customer feedback, the key elements to look at are differences in how they feel about it versus the process they went through. So if you think about your digital experience is analogous to your customer experience, right? How they feel about interacting with you as a firm. But the other bit is their customer journey. The journey they go through is really all about your digital operations. Do you have the operational know-how to support that journey? And if you don't, no matter how good they feel about you, you're going to have a hard time living up to their expectations. If you deliver a great journey and you fail to deliver a great experience, right, they'll still be a little bit rubbed the wrong way. So it's important to get both, to get the great customer experience, but also have the customer journey mapped out and really tackled by your digital operations.
That's great. Well, thanks for joining us today and telling us how to get started in digital operations.
Absolutely.